On this episode of Film Central, we are going to review the movie Rain Man, with a special guest, Tyler Baker, who will share his thoughts on this movie. The movie Rain Man stars Tom Cruise, a younger brother, who is also a car salesman. Also, another main star in this movie is Dustin Hoffman, who is the other brother who has autism, and has been trapped in a mental institution for his whole life. Hoffman also likes a very strict schedule, but as you will see in this next clip, you will see that Hoffman really has an amazing memory.
Good morning. Coffee?
Yes, that'd be good.
Sally Dips Sally. 461-0192.
How did you know my phone number?
How'd you know that?
Said read the telephone book last night. Dips Sally. 461-0192.
He remembers things, little things sometimes.
Very clever, boys. I'll be right back.
How'd you do that? How'd you do that?
I don't know.
You memorize the whole book?
No.
You start from the beginning?
Yeah.
How far did you get?
G.
G?
G. Godsake. William Marsh. Godsake.
You memorized to G.
Yeah, G.
The biggest surprise in this movie comes when Raymond, played by Dustin Hoffman, takes a trip to Vegas. And come to find out, he is a natural card counter. Take a look at this clip.
You want to hit?
No, you don't want to hit where you've got 18.
Want to hit. So you have 18.
You don't want to hit. He doesn't want to hit. Hit
Definitely
me.
want to hit. Hitting 18.
He doesn't want to hit.
Hit me, hit me,
Don't,
hit me.
don't. You took my queen, Ray. I've got a 10. I needed that queen. I can't take your queen.
Sir, please don't touch the cards.
I need my own queen, Ray.
There's lots of them.
There's lots of them?
Lots and lots of them.
Hold on here for a second. I'm gonna double down.
Queen. Queen.
Yes, sir. You gotta love this town.
Next, we'd like to ask our special guest to come out, Tyler Baker.
Hey, Kyle.
What's up, Tyler? It's so great to see you again.
Yeah, nice to see you too.
So, I got a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
In the movie Rain Man, what do you think was the biggest turning point? Why?
Well, Kyle, it's funny you ask that because I feel that the biggest turning point is when Tom Cruise actually starts to show affection toward his brother Rain Man. Because at the beginning of the movie, he was very uptight and stressed out and wanted nothing to do at all with his brother Rain Man. But towards the end of the movie, he did not want to see his brother go. This is a prime example of a profound mental change through a character. Because now Tom Cruise is a lot more of a patient and willing guy and able to work with his brother Rain Man.
Tyler, that's a great point. I could not have agreed with you anymore. Thank you for that insight.
Of course.
I got a few more questions for you, though.
Alright.
What was sort of thing that you really liked about this movie?
Well, Kyle, I really liked how they got inside the head of Rain Man. By doing this, it showed all the different signs of autism. From his amazing memory to the ability to count cards, all the way to his outstanding math skills. This really helped with the character development of the story.
Tyler, I couldn't have said that any better. It really, the way they did that, you cannot do it any better than the way that they did. It was.
Oh, completely agreed. It was a great way.
It was just a great job acting all the way around.
Oh, I can completely agree with that.
And in the end, you really understood Raymond, not only his disability, but him as a person.
It almost made us more knowledgeable in the autism category, I feel.
Tyler, couldn't have explained it any better. So, Tyler, we've talked about two key points and positives about this movie. Let's hear a con. What was one thing that you really didn't like about this movie?
Well, Kyle, I feel that one thing I really didn't like in the movie would be when Raymond's brother treated him poorly and wanted nothing to do with him at all.
Tyler, I completely agree. Like in the scene when he had just gotten Raymond out of the mental institution for the first time, and they went to the hotel, and he was so stressed and wanted nothing to do with Raymond, and all the needs that Raymond had he had very strict schedules that he had to follow, and if he didn't It would really set him off.
Exactly. It just showed how Raymond's brother was only caring for himself and the money and not Raymond.
I totally agree, but if I'm seeing where you're coming from, in the end that didn't really work as a con, because in the end of the movie, as we talked about earlier, how he went through a profound mental change, and he wanted his brother more than anything. He wanted to keep him around. He was so glad that he had brought him in and built a strong relationship with him.
That's definitely true. So you couldn't really count that as a con in the movie, but that's also what the profound mental change was for. So therefore it turned into a pro.
Tyler, completely agree. Thank you so much for being on our show.
Of course.
And I hope
Thanks for having me.
Hope to see you again.
Yep. Take it easy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So guys, in the end, me and Tyler, we gave this movie 5 stars because we could not really pick out one bad thing. From the profound mental changes to the character development, everything in this movie was just outstanding. And I would encourage every single one of you out there to go rent the movie Rain Man and just enjoy it, because this movie has a lot to offer. And you know what? This is Kyle wrapping off with another episode of Review Central.